You know, the gaming industry right now, it seems to be in shambles. We're seeing layoffs all over the place. It's not just a Microsoft thing. It's not just a Sony thing. It's a gaming thing. And I have to admit that as a video game fan, as a gamer, this looks pretty bad. But PlayStation is the latest company to announce layoffs. Sony says it's laying off around 900 employees of its PlayStation division, a reduction of its global head count of around 8%. Sony layoffs will impact a variety of its PlayStation studios, including Insomniac Games, Naughty Dog, Guerrilla Games, and Firesprite. Sony's layoffs are the latest in what has been impacting the gaming and tech industries throughout 2024. So far, it is literally late February and we have over 7,000 layoffs in the gaming industry. It's pretty crazy. But that's not the reason I'm doing this video. The reason I'm doing this video is, of course, PlayStation fanboys not keeping that same energy, the hypocrisy. Now, of course, last month, Xbox had over 1,900 layoffs within the Xbox gaming division. And this month, PlayStation has around 900 layoffs. Now, if you think about the numbers, 1,900 versus 900, that sounds like it's a huge difference, but when you consider the amount of employees Xbox has to the amount of employees PlayStation has, it's around the same percentage. It's 8% with PlayStation, 9% with Xbox. So it's pretty unfortunate, but I want to talk about these ponies. DreamcastGuy, when Xbox laid off some people, he got his mouth open. Why? That face he makes, that face. He has a yikes. Huge Xbox L. Microsoft just fired tons of Blizzard devs. Wow. Now, PlayStation let go some people, closed some studios. He says fired. Look at his face. How come he doesn't have that disgusted, surprised face that he had when Xbox let people go? He says PlayStation just fired a ton of devs and closed the studio. Now, I would at least give the guy credit for actually doing a video. Most ponies didn't even do that. But if you look at the Xbox picture, he used the word L, and he has that face, that disgusted face. Then the PlayStation picture, you know, it's not that crazy. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe DreamcastGuy's situation wasn't that bad. Maybe I'm just being a bot and I'm reaching, trying to find some good content for my videos. Or maybe I'm just getting started, you pieces of shit. Red Dragon, good old Red Dragon. Now, I have to give credit to Fatanga for posting this. Red Dragon reaction to layoffs. When it's Microsoft, if you look on the left, you see a whole damn novel. He says cancel in caps. He says F Microsoft, F Phil Spencer. He has a novel discussing what happened when Microsoft had layoffs. But when Sony had layoffs, all he did was a simple retweet.
You're a bitch.
Good old Red Dragon, a simple retweet. PlayStation, he writes a novel. I'm sorry, Xbox, he writes a novel. PlayStation, he just retweets. Isn't it funny how that works? But they are not the only ones, of course. The homie JayDub, good old JayDub, he put out a tweet and he said 900 versus 19,000.
Go fuck yourself.
Now, first off, it's 900 versus 1900, not 19,000. He probably did this intentionally, or maybe, I always say about JayDub, he's in such a rush to talk shit, he doesn't even realize what he put on his tweets. Then he shows the picture of Jim Ryan being at London Studios, which of course is a studio they recently closed. Last week, Jim Ryan, he was having this farewell celebration, but who the hell knew that London Studios, they were smiling and it was their farewell celebration as well, unfortunately for them. And then he compared the picture to Mike Ybarra and Phil Spencer and Activision Blizzard. I'm sorry, and Blizzard. So it's an unfortunate situation what's going on right now. Xvault Gaming, he calls out gas. He says, "We can't expect Gas to be classy, folks." He's referring to a picture where Gas showed the picture of Jim Ryan being at London Studios. And Gas said, "Just days before PlayStation London gets shut down entirely." Paul Tassi also said, "Do not console war this shit. These are people." So like I said, Xbox Gaming is calling out Gas and said, "Gas, you need to be classy. You know, we can't expect Gas to be classy." So the homie Black Viking kindly pulled out a tweet of Xbox Gaming talking shit just last month when Xbox had layoffs. The Black Viking asked him, "Hey blood, this you?" Xbox said, "Even more layoffs at Microsoft. Yet we still remember them splurging for the legendary Sting first." I'm sorry, this is not from last month. This is from July of 2023. So he was talking shit when Microsoft had layoffs, but when PlayStation had layoffs and a couple of Xbox guys had something to say, "Oh, you're not being classy. You're not classy, guys." Good old Xbox Gaming, guys. These guys are crazy. Yeah, man, you guys are being insensitive. You guys are not being classy. But months ago, we saw you guys make fun of Xbox when they had layoffs. Come on, man, stop the shit. You guys are assholes. Now, Chris Hart, good old Chris Hart, he left a comment on C Money and Doodle's podcast last night, and he says, Japan's economy is not doing good. That's why Sony laid off people. It is not same thing with Microsoft laying off people, which is the most valuable company in the world.
What the fuck is this?
Sometimes I kind of feel bad for this guy because he's not there. He's not all there. He's not the brightest guy in the world, and some of the things that he says is outright dumb. This being a perfect example of the dumb shit he says. Will these PlayStation guys just admit that, maybe Sony made some decisions that hurt them, or maybe just the gaming industry itself is not looking great right now? PlayStation is not immune to any changes. They've told you, our AAA games, we have to reevaluate our AAA games. We have to, because it's not working. Spending $300 million on one AAA single player only game is not sustainable. And that's what's happening right now, guys. So look, PlayStation, they're doing things right now that they're trying to do things that will make their business better. Hiroki Totoki went in there and told Bungie, y'all ain't doing shit. He told Naughty Dog, y'all ain't doing shit. Gorilla, y'all ain't doing shit. Somebody needs to do something. You guys have talent, but y'all don't know how to make money. Y'all need to make some damn money. So expect more changes coming to PlayStation. Now, I understand that Xbox has done some things that some of us Xbox fans don't like. But if you're paying attention to the gaming industry right now, unfortunately, some things are necessary. Do you think PlayStation want to put their games on PC day and date? No, they probably don't. But it's something they have to do in order to maintain. I'm just telling you guys right now, this is what's happening. And PlayStation fanboys, I've been telling you guys for the longest, stop focusing on what Xbox is doing and try to pay attention to what PlayStation is doing or what they're not doing. Because as you see, everything is not gravy in PlayStation land. All right, you pieces of shit. Look, it's time for me to get up out of here. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you're subscribed, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.